Autopilot traffic Aero 28 Mike Charlie is taxiing from the ramp near the FBO to runway 34 via taxiway Bravo. Some guy's taking off that way right now, going that way, which is the opposite, but there's a guy coming in that's going to be landing this way, so I'm going to go this way and take off.
In sight. We'll be coming in on a 45 for left downwind, runway 34, south high.
Pretty nice today.
Yeah. I think that's a big plane.
That was one of the weird things to get used to when I first started, is steering with your feet.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
670, entering left downwind 34, southbound.
Kind of weird to get used to first few flights. And the very first lesson I took, I did the takeoff and everything. He was just there kind of helping and just doing small corrections. Yeah. It's like, this is my first time. You're going to let me do the takeoff? Nuts.
And so is it inverted, or is it like you push in right to go right?
Yeah, push right to go right and left.
Oh, okay. How do you understand what they're telling you every time?
Just practice. So this airport doesn't have a tower. It's just these airplanes. Pilots are just announcing where they are so everyone knows where you are. That's what you do at a non-towered airport. And but we will contact air traffic control too. That was my biggest fear, actually, is the radio, because I'm kind of an introvert and I get afraid.
Runway 34, touch and go southbound.
So it took me a lot of time to get used to doing the radio and talking back. And
Southbound 670, short of final 34, full stop southbound.
all right, flight control. So right, that should go up and this should go down. Left, that goes down, this goes up. Okay. Yeah, let me, yeah, my little control was off on my radio. Okay, flight controls are good, trim. This is set to neutral. Seatbelts are on. Flight instruments all look good. That's the first plane I flew in on my first lesson.
Oh, really?
Yep. Throttle. Okay, so now I gotta bring up the throttle and check a few systems while we got high RPM. So I got the parking brake on, I'm holding my toes on the brakes. Get this up to 2,000 RPM. Okay, magnetos. That dropped 70 or 80. That also dropped 80. About 90 actually. Vacuum is good. Oil temperature is good. Oil pressure is good. Ammeter is working. Annunciator is working. Propeller is working. Electric fuel pump is working. Throttle to idle. seems to be running fine. We're gonna enriching it just a touch. Okay, so if in the event we have an engine out, we're not going to try to turn around and land at the airport because this plane drops really fast. It's heavy. We won't be able to turn around here, so we'll just look left or right or straight and try to land in a field.
Oh, all right.
Okay.
Call an Uber.
South Valley, Archer 40670.
All right.
Runway 34 at Alpha 3, South Valley.
Transponder to Alt. Doors are locked and closed.
So what does the vacuum do?
There's a few instruments here that run on a vacuum pump that the engine runs. These don't, but this one does, and this one, let's see, this one and this one, these two do.
And also, how do you tell if the pump is working, the button you clicked here?
If the pump, like the vacuum pump?
Yeah.
I just look at that.
Oh, no, not that one, like one of the buttons you clicked here?
This one, I was just checking to see if I turned off the alternator, if the voltage started dropping.
Oh.
Make sure the alternator is working.
South Valley Archer 40670. Alpha 3.
This right here has a Wi-Fi, and it'll give me traffic. See that guy right there? That's an airplane. We're the blue dot right now, and I can see where other airplanes are.
Oh, dang.
And let's see.
So do you click the mic to get everyone else to hear you?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
South Valley traffic, Aero 28 Mike Charlie is taxiing up to hold short, runway 34.
Is that guy?
Yeah, he's up in Class B airspace for Salt Lake. He's higher than we're allowed to go right now. So.
Oh, okay.
That's who we see on the screen, though. All right, so I think we're good. All the checklists are done. I don't see any planes coming in. Let's see, I'm gonna clap for the camera. That way I can line up the sound.
Oh, okay.
Kind of like a movie thing. Forgot about that. All right. South Valley traffic, Aero 28 Mike Charlie is taking off on runway 34 for southbound departure, South Valley. We want to get up to 75 knots before we take off, which is about 85 miles an hour.
Where do you see that? Down there?
Right here and right here. Okay. Airspeed's alive. Gears coming up. Flaps are out. South Valley traffic, Aero 28 Mike Charlie is turning left crosswind 34, South Valley. each leg of the traffic pattern is called something. It's a rectangle pattern that you fly in. We're on the crosswind right now, and then we're going to go downwind. South Valley traffic, Aero 28 Mike Charlie's turning left downwind, 3-4 South Valley. It's not like perfectly smooth, but it's pretty smooth. It's a little bumpy. And 1,000 feet above is traffic pattern, so while you're still in the area of the airport in the pattern, you stay at 1,000 feet above the ground. South Valley traffic, Aero 28 Mike Charlie is exiting the pattern southbound on the downwind. We're at 5,700. I'll let you fly in a little bit. See how it feels for you. It's a little bit more bumpy than I expected.
Echo taxiing from 16 ran up to 34 via Alpha. South Valley.
So we're still in this block where we can't go above 6,000, so I just want to stay below 6,000 while I'm here. Oh, a little bumpy today. South Valley traffic, Aero 28 Mike Charlie is over the Ochre Mountain Temple at 5,700, heading south. See it right here? So we just need to stay below 6,000 until we get past Bangalore, and then we can go up. There's some restricted airspace right over Camp Williams and the NSA there. So if it's active, we're supposed to stay out of it, but if it's not, we can fly through it as long as we ask air traffic control. But usually all planes go over here and just go over I-15 through the point of the mountain.
Where is the NSA?
It's all those big cement buildings over up on the hill by Camp Williams.
I hear it's the biggest one in the state.
Yeah.
Not in the state, in the nation.
Yeah. All right, I'm going to climb a little bit. South Valley traffic, Aero 28 Mike Charlie is about 3 miles north of the point of the mountain at 6,100, heading south climbing, last call. Now we're going to talk to Salt Lake. Salt Lake approach, Arrow 28 Mike Charlie.
Number 28 Mike Charlie, Salt Lake approach.
Yeah, we're about 2 miles south or north of the point of the mountain at 6,200 climbing, heading south. Just wanted some flight following around Utah County area. They'll give me a code to squawk on this.
Number 28 Mike Charlie, squawk 0374.
Squawk 0374, 28 Mike Charlie.
Number 3 Charlie Sierra, maintain 170 knots now to current, contact tower 118.3. Number 28 Mike Charlie, your radar contact point of the mountain, Salt Lake altimeter is 3045, stay altitude.
3045, and we're at 6,600 climbing, 28 Mike Charlie.
Number 28 Mike Charlie, roger, and just be advised, it appears your ADS-B isn't working.
Oh, okay, that's good to know, thanks.
I'll let you know if I see it come back, but as of right now, I'm not seeing it.
What does that just mean? This thing isn't working?
Yeah, on January 1st, 2020, all airplanes were required to have a new one of these that does a new kind of tracking called ADS-B. And this is pretty new. It should be working.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I'm getting other aircraft.
571, maintain 180 knots or greater to shovel.
I'm going to climb up to about 7,500 and level off.
Frontier 5571, contact tower 119.05. Amateur 510, flight departure, radar contact, climate maintain, flight level 230, resume normal speed.
All right. Okay. Okay, you want to fly for a minute?
Yeah.
Okay, so what you want to watch...
Hey, Mike Charlie, traffic 11 o'clock, 3 miles, appears north-northwestbound, altitude indicates 7,400.
All right, look for that traffic. Okay, Mike Charlie. They're on the screen, so they're...
Amateur 510, affirmative, I'll have direct arches here for you.
over along the mountain, about the same altitude as us.
Number 8, Mike Charlie, and say again, you were stepped on.
Yeah, we're looking for that traffic. Okay, Mike Charlie.
Roger.
Salt Lake approach, Archer Griffin 10, about 10 miles north of Provo, 7,500 inbound for landing at the International with uniform.
Griffin 10, Salt Lake approach, squawk 0325.
We're going to turn right. Just
0325, Griffin 10.
Amateur 510, proceed direct.
See him
arches.
along the mountain there? 8 Mike Charlie has that traffic inside.
Number 8, Mike Charlie, roger.
There's a white just down below.
Oh, yeah.
Griffin 10, radar contact, 2 miles south of Point Mountain, Salt Lake altimeter 3045, say altitude.
7,500, Griffin 10.
Let me get this all
Griffin
set
10,
for you.
traffic 11 o'clock at a mile eastbound to Cherokee, 7,600, they have you in sight.
Griffin 10, we're looking.
Okay. So what you want to watch for is you either look at this for your altitude or this, okay?
Traffic, Griffin 10.
Griffin 10, roger.
So you just want to maintain your altitude. If you start going down, you want to just barely pull. It's just small adjustments, okay?
Yeah.
And then you can turn to the left, you know, or to the right, and just kind of watch your altitude as you're turning, because when you turn, you're going to lose a little bit of altitude, so you might have to pull back just a touch. Okay? And then that's really all you got to worry about. So if you put your feet on the pedals, you don't need to worry about doing the pedals. Just go ahead and try this. Okay, your flight controls.
Oh gosh.
Okay, don't go too close to the mountains though.
Number
Kind of stay this way.
769er, November Echo.
Are we still wanting to climb?
No, just stay at 7,500.
I got you loud and clear.
Okay.
Number 9 November Echo. I drop a frequency change to Provo Tower here for you in a few miles.
Thank you, Salt Lake approach. Switching to Provo Tower.
Griffin 10, contact approach 120.9.
120.9, Griffin 10.
You can go a little bit over this way so you can see your house as we go over it if you want. Go this way and then straighten out it. Pull back just a touch, like that, right there. Terrain advisory, okay.
Oh, is that telling us about the mountains?
Yeah. Now straighten out and go that way.
There's the school. So is that the house?
Can you see your house?
I'm trying to follow it. So you got Murdoch, you got our church. Oh, yep, there it is.
You want to take a picture? I'll take the controls for a minute.
Oh, yeah.
Did you get it?
Yeah.
All right. Tell me when you want the controls back and you can fly a little bit more.
Oh, yeah.
Looks like we dropped 200 feet. You ready to fly again?
Yeah.
Okay, so climb back up to 75. So just, it looks like it's climbing, so just kind of watch it, and then when it gets 75, just kind of push forward, just touch to level.
Yeah. So if you're going through a canyon, do you have to go like higher than all the mountains?
No, not necessarily. I'd go through this canyon at about 8,000 or 8,500. And I'd only do it when it's really calm winds, because going through this canyon, man, you can get some pretty, any canyon. Okay, so yeah, level off, just small adjustments. You can tell if you're level by looking out the nose.
Oh, okay.
Right, so about right there is level. So kind of turn that way a little. I didn't hear that guy. Did he say something to us? No.
I don't think so.
Push forward just a touch. There you go. Not too much though.
Oh, okay.
So now you're going to start losing because you're pointing down. About right.
Like super small movement.
Yeah, it is. This will tell you.
57, 56, Salt approach. Runway
you're
34,
level,
right,
yeah.
4 left, your choice. 8 is the unit.
Don't worry about the instruments though.
Maintain
Just
1
look
mile.
outside. And it's easier to look outside and keep your.
Shuttle 57, 66, Roger. And when able, you can proceed direct putter and join the 3-4 left localizer.
Turn this way just a touch.
And straighten out.
Okay, I'm going to take controls for a minute so you can take a picture of your BYU housing area, because we're almost over BYU. You see it yet?
You got the mall. Well, there's my housing right there. That's sick. There's the Track and field.
Here's the Y. Alright, you want to fly again?
Yeah, sure.
Alright, ready? Okay, you have flight controls.
I never knew it was such small movements, like such.
Yeah, it's pretty touchy.
It is. And so is that the Provo Marina?
Yep, that's Provo Airport right there off our wing. Pull back just a touch and it'll start going back up to 75. We want to stay above 7,000 right here because as soon as we hit 7,000 we're in Provo Airport airspace.
Oh, really?
Yep. We just need to stay above 7,000, so.
And so when you're going down to St. George, what route did you take? Did you go that way or?
Yeah. Yeah, we just head over to Delta and then to Milford and then to Cedar City and St. George.
Wow. How long was it?
Just under 2 hours.
Oh, wow.
About an hour and 55 minutes, depending on the wind.
But how long is that drive? It's normally like 3-4 hours?
Yeah. So do you see Spanish Fork Airport? It's right there.
Oh, yeah.
Air Shuttle 5756, airports north and 30 miles of eyes in sight.
I didn't know there were so many airports in the state.
Air Shuttle 5756, clear visual approach, runway 34 left.
We'll kind of follow I-15. You see I-15?
Yeah.
Just kind of follow it down that way, and we'll go down to Nephi. You're doing a pretty good job holding your altitude in a turn. That's good.
Oh, cool. So what are those mountains over there?
That's West Mountain. That mountain right there is West Mountain.
Okay.
That's Benjamin and Payson and Woodland Hills. Spanish Fork we're over right now. And Mapleton.
So is that, what's it called, Gosha?
Goshen is over there. Just in that big open area on the other side of West Mountain. See that smaller mountain there?
Yeah.
And then this West Mountain, it's kind of in between those.
Oh, okay. Isn't that where the church has the fake Jerusalem?
Yeah.
Oh, cool. And so legit when you were doing flight school, you had to like go straight up and then...
Not straight up. You have to learn how to recover from a stall. So, yeah, there's two kinds of stalls. There's a power on stall and a power off stall. So you can pull the throttle all the way down and just hold your altitude. And you have to keep pulling back and back to keep your altitude. And then eventually the plane will lose enough speed where it loses lift and it starts falling.
Oh my God.
And you just have to recover.
How
right?
do you do
All
that?
it does is the nose goes like that. And you just give it power, point the nose down to gain speed again, and then level off. On a power on stall, you leave the power on and you pull back until the plane stalls and you're actually gaining altitude while you do it, and then it'll stall and then you recover and you point the nose down and level off.
Wow.
Because you need air flowing over the wings
Yeah.
to have lift. And so if you get too slow or you get too steep, the wind will stop going over the wings and you'll lose lift and the plane will stop flying. And so the way to recover, you always have to give right rudder because you could go into a spin. It always wants to turn left.
Oh, really?
Right? Because of the engine and the propeller. And so you always give it right rudder to keep it level, and then you just point the nose down, give it some throttle, get some speed up, and then level off.
Is right rudder this one or the feet?
Your right foot.
Oh, right foot.
Rudders are the feet, yep.
Oh, okay. And so can't you turn with the rudder? Like, doesn't the rudder...
Yeah, you can. So the plane turns, if you turn the ailerons with this, the plane tilts. If you do the rudder, it just goes like this.
Oh, really?
Right? So if I want to turn left, for example,
yeah.
Okay, I have flight controls. So if I want to turn left with the rudder, see the difference? I'm not really tilting too much. A little bit.
But you're not, yeah.
Right? And if I do the right rudder, just small movements, right?
Yeah.
But on aileron, see, it instantly tilts.
So is that how people go sideways but don't turn? Is they're doing the rudder one way and the turning the other?
Yep.
Oh, wow.
There's this little ball right here. You always watch it, and
sure, 4-1 Romeo Papa, Sully Cruise.
That's why you're. This is what you use the rudder for when you're just flying level. If this ball goes that way, you push your right foot on to bring it back.
Oh.
And you always want to have that centered. Then you're flying straight. If it goes out to the side, that means you're kind of skidding. Right?
Oh.
So if you're doing that and you give it right rudder, it'll bring it back, right?
To keep it straight.
Yeah.
And so what's this area over here? This is all Spanish Fork?
So we're over Payson right now, and we're just about over the temple. I'm gonna get it on your side so that you can see it. You see the temple right below?
Yeah. That's sick.
I used to live in Payson before we moved to Pleasant Grove.
Yeah.
Just up the street from the temple there.
So where did you live before Payson, or were you born and raised in Payson?
No, I grew up in Magna.
Oh, cool.
My parents still live there. But before Payson, we were in Orem, right on 1600 North, actually. Pretty cool.
Oh, wow.
Just a few houses west of Pizza Pie Cafe there. Alright, so we'll turn over this way.
People skydive at 10,000, don't they?
They're usually like up at about 15, I think, is when they usually drop them. So, what do you think?
It's amazing.
We'll come over here in a second. I'll show you a thing called a steep turn. That's one of the maneuvers that you learn when you're doing your private.
Yeah.
You can kind of feel some G's pulling on you.
Oh, that's sick. And what's that tower over there?
It's probably grain towers.
Oh, that would make sense. So right now we're over Goshen.
Yeah.
And what's that city over there?
That one over there, well, that's Goshen. This is Genola, and then Goshen is right there. That little road that goes through the mountains over there, that's Goshen Canyon.
And what's that like little grove of trees? Is that just part of Goshen Canyon?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Like, I don't want to try to find mini Jerusalem.
Yeah, we can go over there if you want.
You know where it is?
It's just over here.
Oh, really?
Have you seen The Chosen?
Yeah, I've seen parts.
That's a pretty cool show. They're
Number 1
doing
Romeo Puppy left like cover.
season 2 over here. Over at the Jerusalem thing.
Yeah. Do you watch it, like,
Yeah, we've
all
seen
the episodes?
Yeah, it's really good.
That almost looks like it almost looked like a temple because it has a little spire and then it has the 6.
Number 2 Mike Charlie, and how much further south do you plan on going?
We're not going to go too much further south. We're just flying over Genola here, and then we're going to turn back north.
Mike Charlie.
Should be in this area somewhere. Do you see it down there? Okay, I'll do a turn so we can look. Anything?
No, not yet.
There, you feel some G's there?
Yeah.
I think it's right there.
Yeah, I actually think that is it. It's got the green screen on one side.
Yeah, that's it.
Dang. That looks awesome.
Let's turn this way, and then we'll go. Oh, we're right over it. We'll head back north. See, now this plane does have autopilot, so if I was doing a long trip like down St. George or something, I'd just get all my stuff set here of what I want. Like if I want to make sure I stay at 75, just get it all leveled out, and then I can put this little bug right there on the heading and just say, follow that bug, keep your altitude, and it just flies, right? So if I turn this, this little blue bug here, if I turn this,
Oh, wow.
it'll turn the plane.
And it'll keep altitude?
Yeah, these two right here will keep your pitch, your altitude, right? So if I want to go back to 360 heading, let's do that.
And it'll fly itself.
It's kind of an old autopilot, so it kind of does this sometimes to get on the line.
Kind of the
Now,
center in.
if I wanted to plan, let's see, I need to actually check something here. 116 and 116.6. I'm going to do a real fast check here on something because I need to log it.
Yeah.
1166. So I'm going to put this right in the middle, and we're going right towards the navigational device on top of that mountain. Okay.
There's a navigational device on that mountain?
Yeah. And then I'm going to do the same thing with this.
What is this place?
Okay, so this is on 358. This is, let's see, oh sorry, VOR course 161, 161. So if I flip this all the way over to 161, so these are in sync. I have to do that every 30 days and make sure they're working.
Oh, okay.
So anyways, if I wanted to, let's say I wanted to go right to Provo, for example. I want to do destination K P D U. That's the designation for Provo Airport.
Yeah.
Right? I'm going to switch tank real quick. Okay. And I say direct to activate. So it's got this pink line, right?
Yeah.
I can do this. I can come in here.
585, like approach,
And I can say
right or left.
GPS steering.
Maintain 1000.
Okay. This is on GPS. Now if I turn autopilot on, it'll just follow that line.
Roger.
That's awesome.
So I can do my whole
Romeo Papa, contact
I can do my whole flight plan
on 133.
down to St. George, you know, and it'll just fly the whole thing.
Wow. Is that what you guys did, or did you fly most of it?
No, I just put it on autopilot.
That's awesome. I think those are the old sod farms we used to come camping at.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Mosita? This is like the Mosita area. We're actually going to go around the mountain.
Aircraft calling approach, you're broken and unreadable.
We're going to climb up a little bit so we don't lose Salt Lake radio. We're going to go around this side of the mountain. Since I'm not flying IFR right now, we need to stay out of those clouds. We need to not go through the clouds. Legally, you're not supposed to fly through the clouds unless you're on an IFR flight plan and you're instrument rated pilot. So we're going to get up above them.
That's awesome.
One nice thing about this plane is it's got turbo, so I mean we're climbing at 900 feet a minute right now, which is kind of nice. The planes you train in, they don't do that.
So how do you read this thing? Because like that says 8,000.
8,400?
So is it the small one?
8,400. Now we're
Oh, the big one's the hundreds.
Yep.
Okay, that's what I was confused about, because you were saying to look at that dial, and I was like, I honestly don't know what that dial means. So is this Tooele?
This is Cedar Fort over here.
Oh, dang.
Tooele's on the other side of that mountain.
Oh, yeah.
Number 28 Mike Charlie, Charlie approach, is that you calling?
No, that was not me, Mike Charlie.
Roger.
Is your plane name Colin?
Right here, November 28 Mike Charlie.
Oh.
Salt Lake approach 28 Mike Charlie. Hey, is 6412 active today?
Number 8 Mike Charlie, it is negative, and I am picking up your ADSB now too.
Oh, awesome. Thanks for that info, 8 Mike Charlie. Okay, so that restricted area is not active today, so we can fly through it.
The restricted area, like the national security area?
Yeah.
Oh.
Look at that cloud right there.
Yeah. Oh, that one?
You tell me if you want to fly more.
Oh yeah, I'm down.
Alright. Okay, so we're just going to kind of go like this. So stay away from the mountains, just kind of go that way, and then we're going to eventually turn towards Lehigh. So, okay, you ready?
And what direction, what altitude?
Just stay at about 85, so you can descend a couple hundred feet if you want. So just kind of go out this way. Don't get too close to mountains. Mountains pose a lot of threats to planes because winds come up and go down by them. And when you get close to mountains, today's probably not too bad, but the fact that there's clouds right above the mountains means there's some lift.
Yeah.
Right? So I try to stay away from the mountains unless I absolutely have to go over them.
Have you ever flown to like Heber and stuff?
Oh yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah, just cut through there.
Because those mountains are big.
Yep. Yeah, it can get pretty bumpy up and down through there too.
What's the highest you've ever flown the plane at?
13,600. This plane I've only gotten up to like 13.2.
Southwest 585 airports north and 28 miles advised in sight.
So there's some rules about your altitude. These airplanes that we're flying, like this one, is non-pressurized, right?
Southwest 585, clear for approach, runway 34 right, speed, your discretion.
If you are below 12,500, you don't need oxygen, okay? As soon as you get up above 12,500 and between 12.5 and 14, you can be in that range for 30 minutes without oxygen, but if you're going to be there longer, you have to have oxygen.
Oh wow,
okay?
really?
And you have to either have a portable canister or a cannula. I have a tank, then we put our cannulas on so we can breathe, right? Because the last thing you want as a pilot is to get hypoxia and start losing it, right?
Yeah.
So as soon as you get above 14,000, you have to have oxygen the whole time.
Oh really?
And if you go above 18,000, you actually have to have a mask covering your whole mouth and nose.
So you're constantly breathing oxygen?
Now, if you have a pressurized airplane, you don't need to do that. That's what the big planes are. They pressurize it so that it feels like you're at like 6,000 feet, but you're really up at like 35,000, right?
And so when you land somewhere that's sea level, do they like constantly, like gradually just depressurize it so you don't feel the difference?
Yep. That's what they're doing when they're taxiing and stuff.
How far do you think your plane could get? Like
Go down about 200 feet.
Okay.
Southwest 615, flight departure, radar contact, maintain flight level 230.
The highest that this plane is rated for is 16,000. So
for a trip, how far do you think you could fly it?
it depends on the winds, if it's a headwind or... we always keep about 5 hours of fuel in it. You can actually store about 7 hours of fuel in it, but then it makes it more heavy, right?
Yeah.
So we always keep 5 hours of fuel in it.
At one point over there, you could feel the lift. Like I didn't even lift up, and it lifted me like a good 50 feet, and I was like, okay.
Yeah.
this city, like all of these cities here?
This is Lehigh and well, Lehigh's over there. What's Cedar or no? This is Cedar Fort over here, but this is can't think of the name. Eagle Mountain.
Oh wow, yeah.
Right? There's the G on the mountain straight across from us over there.
Uh-huh. I took a video of the front and you could see the prop. Like you could see the prop like vividly. Dang, and this place is literally just all homes. There's no Walmart or anything.
Just gradually start turning to the right.
Okay. So is the reason why it's like moving back and forth like this, is that wind?
Yeah. Yep. Just little bumps in the air.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to trim it so it starts descending just a little bit slow, okay, as you're flying.
Right.
So don't worry about your altitude.
1439, flight departure, radar contact, climb, maintain flight level 230, and maintain...
Don't worry about your altitude. I'll tell you if you're going down too fast.
Okay.
Just kind of aim towards the NSA buildings there. We're going straight at them now.
Yeah. And when you did that 13,000 feet one, did you fly alone or were you with anyone?
No, the first time I was with my instructor, and then on the way down St. George with my wife is when we flew 13,200.
KLS 3736, flight departure, radar contact, climb, maintain flight level 230, and maintain 250 knots.
Right before you drop into St. George from Cedar City, if you're on
1439, proceed direct scan.
If you're on an IFR flight plan, you actually have to get up to 13,000 to maintain 2,000 foot clearance over the mountain.
So could you go over Mount Timpanogos, or is this plane not rated high enough to do it?
3736, proceed direct scan.
I could. I wouldn't unless I'm at least 15,000.
Yeah, because it's 12,000 feet high, so
It's almost 13, yeah. It's like 12.8 or something.
yeah.
Alright, I'm going to take flight controls back. My flight controls. I'm going to start descending. They're going to start talking to me more here.
Yeah.
Hey, get a little bit of experience with some turbulence. Not too bad. The nice thing about talking to ATC is this is a high traffic area, so they can tell you when there's other airplanes, you know.
Yeah. So do you get a lot of G's when you do the fake like
The stalls?
stalls?
No, not too much. No more than what you felt when we did that turn.
Oh really?
Yeah.
So the most G's you get in this plane is basically just that turn?
Like one, yeah.
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 I've always wanted to go rate myself on like one of those G machine things and see how far I can get.
Nice. Alright, I just switched tanks again.
Like
To the right side.
oh, like gas tanks?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Just switch it. So I'm going to start slowing down a little bit so I can pull my landing gear down and help us slow down.
Yeah.
Do you see the airport? Big open field right in the middle of the city there?
Yeah.
That's the airport.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, I'm bringing the landing gear down. Alright.
Delta 1515, flight departure, radar contact, climb, maintain flight level 230 and maintain 250 knots. Delta 1439, maintain 280 knots or greater. We've got 3736, maintain 250 knots, I'll have faster here for you shortly. Delta 1515, proceed right to scan. Got 4318, flight departure, radar contact, climb, maintain flight level 230.
See, we just went over that little bit of the mountains there and see how much more bumpy it is?
Yeah.
Yeah. It can get pretty nasty. I've been in bad enough where we bounce and hit our heads on
Got
the stone.
1439, contact
Really?
Salt Lake Center, 127.82, check in with your speed. Delta 1439, contact Salt Lake Center, 127.82, and check in with your speed.
Looks like there's 3 planes in the pattern over there, so we're gonna swing around.
Delta 1515, maintain 280 knots. Go with 3736, maintain 280 knots. And Scott 3736, contact Salt Lake Center, 127.82, check in with your speed. Scott 4318, proceed right to scan.
You can see our shadow on the ground.
Oh yeah? Nice. That's just me doing the
Delta 2013,
propeller.
departure, radar contact, climb, maintain, flight level 230.
Okay, I got a checklist called GUMPs that I check before I come in.
Scott 4318, maintain
I
280
switched
knots.
my gas tank, which I did. Undercarriage is down. Mixture is enriching. Propeller is full forward. And then switches, all the lights, seatbelts are on. Yeah, that's a pre-landing checklist. I want to make sure these lights are on so I know my landing gear's down. Salt Lake approach, Aero 28 Mike Charlie. Am I good to switch frequencies into South Valley?
Summary, Mike Charlie, roger, radar service terminated, squawk VFR, and frequency change approved.
All right, thanks for your help. Squawking VFR, switching frequencies. Say Mike Charlie.
Delta 50.
Oh, is that guy at Salt Lake City?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
South Valley traffic, Aero 28 Mike Charlie is 6 miles southwest of the field over Harriman at 5,700. Inbound for landing, we're going to swing around and enter a 45 for left traffic 34.
South Valley, runway 34, South Valley.
Sounded like you guys were stepping on each other. I didn't hear that.
South Valley, after 8750 Echo, joining the downwind for runway 34, South Valley.
All right.
South Valley traffic, November 281 Niner Delta, turning crosswind runway 34, South Valley traffic.
And so you can't really fly over Salt Lake City because that's in the international, right?
I can if I just need to ask for permission and
Oh,
then they clear me. And then once I'm in their airspace, they tell me where to go.
Oh, okay.
What heading and what altitude?
670 lining up to weight 34, stop out.
Whoa, we got some birds.
South Valley Archer 8750 Echo, turning left base, runway 34, South Valley.
South Valley traffic, November 2819 Delta is on downwind runway 34. We'll do
I've flown both of those planes.
Traffic.
281 Delta, 2819er Delta, and 8750 Echo. 8750 Echo is the one I flew the most for private pilot, and it's an orange Piper Archer. It kind of looks like this one, just a little smaller.
Yeah.
And
Traffic Archer 40670 rolling up 34.
40670 is the one I showed you. All three of the planes in the pattern were my planes that I flew
It's like,
for my private.
it's cool to see all these roads. I drive these roads every day, so it's cool to see them like from above.
All right, so from here on, I'm gonna have you be quiet so I can hear them radio, so I don't get in a wreck with them.
Yep.
So it's called a sterile cockpit. So I'm just concentrating on the landing now.
South Valley traffic, Cheetah 800 turning crosswind, runway 34, touch and go.
South Valley traffic, Aero 28 Mike Charlie is 3 miles west of the field at 5,700. We're going to swing around and enter a 45 for left traffic 34 behind the plane that just turned crosswind.
South Valley traffic, Cheetah 800 downwind, runway 34, full stop, South Valley traffic.
I still don't see the guy that
South Valley
turned
traffic
crosswind.
40670 right crosswind 34, departing to the east, South Valley.
South Valley traffic, 5633 Romeo, taking active after 34 after the plane lands.
Okay, I'm doing a South Valley traffic, Aero 28 Mike Charlie. We're going to do a 360 and wait for some of the traffic to enter the pattern over here on the west side. There's too many right there where we wanted to enter, and I couldn't see them yet.
South Valley traffic, November 2819 Delta is on final runway 34. We got traffic on site on the runway, full stop line, South Valley traffic.
South Valley traffic, Skyhawk 5633 Romeo, departing 34 South Valley.
Okay, do you see any of the planes right by the airport? About our altitude? Yeah.
No, not at all.
Okay.
South Valley Archer 8750 Echo, clear of the active 34 via Alpha 3, South Valley.
South Valley traffic, Cheetah 800 turning base, left base, runway 34, touch and go.
South Valley traffic, Aero 28 Mike Charlie is just about to enter a 45 for left traffic 34 South Valley.
South Valley traffic, Skyhawk 5633 Romeo, turning left crosswind for south departure, South Valley.
Okay, I see
South Valley
him.
traffic, Command 7389, pop about 4 miles off the southeast end of the airport. I'll be circling around south, enter a 45 into traffic.
Hey, the plane that's on crosswind, do you have us in sight? We're on the 45.
Got the 45 in sight, South Valley traffic.
All right, thanks.
South Valley traffic, Cheetah 800 turning final, 34, touch and go. South Valley traffic, November 2819 Delta, clear of active runway 34 and Alpha 2, South Valley traffic.
Skyhawk 3 Romeo, turning left downwind for straight out.
South Valley traffic, Aero 28 Mike Charlie is on downwind 34, full stop. All right. Pull a notch of flaps.
South Valley traffic, November 2819 Delta, taxi by Alpha 2 and Bravo 2, Random Aviation, South Valley traffic.
Going to pull another notch of flaps to slow down. South Valley traffic, Aero 28 Mike Charlie is turning left base 34 full stop. Okay, green gear down.
300 popping over the brickyard, inbound, 5,800 feet.
South Valley traffic, Aero 28 Mike Charlie is final 34 full stop. Those lights tell me if I'm on the right glide slope. I want 2 white and 2 red. It tells me if I'm too high or too low. All right.
South Valley traffic, Archer 40670, maneuvering over Sandy 6500, South Valley.
South Valley traffic, GD800, turning crosswind, runway 34, touch go.
South Valley traffic, Aero 28 Mike Charlie is clear of the runway 34 at Alpha 2, taxiing to the ramp via taxiway Bravo, South Valley. That's one disadvantage of a non-towered airport is you have to be very on top of it where all the other airplanes are.
Yeah.
Or else you're going to
traffic 738
cause a problem.
is 2 miles out, enter 45 for left downwind runway 34. I'm looking for traffic in the pattern.
So there is advantages to learning at a place like this, and there's advantages to learning at a towered airport. You know, there's a lot more
traffic. GD800 is downwind runway 34, touch and go.
A lot more practice at a towered airport talking to the tower and repeating instructions and stuff. But at a place like this, you have to really know what's going on a lot more.
And South Valley traffic, convention 738 Papa, I've got downwind traffic inside, I'll be coming in behind you, head to enter left downwind.
Hey, it looks like the plane over there is, oh no, we'll have to back our plane in like we did the other time.
Okay.
If that green plane wasn't there, we could just pull in from over there. All right, so since this plane's a turbo, we
South Valley traffic,
have to let it
is turning crosswind runway
cool off
34,
for a
touch and
minute
Yeah.
while it's running. Let's see, so we don't shock cool the engine and we let the turbocharger cool down. So while I'm doing that, I'm gonna grab that paper down there and we're gonna write our log. Okay, so if you want to do it, write today's date, which is 11/27.
On this one that already has the 811?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And then put Jason.
South Valley traffic,
11/27.
GD800, turning final 34, touch and go.
So let's see, 11.
South Valley traffic, convention 739 Papa, I've got final traffic inside, turning left base for runway 34, I'll be a full stop.
And Jason in that column. And then the TAC end, 812.9. 812.9. And then the next column is 1.1 and then 1.4. So we just went and flew about an hour, just over an hour. So I got that in.
South Valley traffic, 800 Papa, turning
You
final
can go ahead and
runway,
put that paper back there. I'll take the
pen.
pen. And then this has been cooling off long enough. So I'll kill the engine, turn off